Ho, ho, ho. Merry Cross the Pond Day. What's going on, adventurers? How are you? Good morning, everyone. Bed Dave is here. This is good luck. Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you very much. This is one of those events where you kind of need a little bit of luck to go your way. Sometimes it can go badly regardless of the best of preparation. I feel like I'm relatively well prepared, so hopefully we'll have a good day. Hawkmania is here. Hey, Hawk, what's going on, man? All right, very good. Welcome. Good morning. We are here at Dublin, getting ready to get started for Cross the Pond Day. You notice I typically start with an outside shot of the plane. The reason I did not do that today is because it's very loud when I do that. So, yeah, that's why we didn't fire up the stream in that motif as we normally do. Lots of planes around. Good news, two good things happened. Number one, I found an unoccupied gate on the first try. That is a stroke of luck already there, Bad Dave. Talking about luck. And then number two, a few weeks ago, I installed that FSLTL that you guys had recommended. And it does indeed seem to be working as advertised, so that's good. Everything's, not everything, but a good number of planes here being represented in the liveries that they are supposed to be. So things off to a good start this morning, and hopefully they will continue to go that way. We are Dublin to New York, Dublin to JFK. We are going to try this in the 737-700. I'm not in the business jet variant. I'm in the regular 700 variant. My initial fuel calculations suggest that we will be right on the money with a very completely full fuel tank. Oh, you know what I need to do, though? I need to disconnect and reconnect with my cell cow. Hold on one second, guys. PQCK. Oh, it wants us to put the hyphen in. All right, so take a moment to repopulate everything, and hopefully someone will not have jumped on my gate in the 10 seconds I was off of it. To change the colors of a few of the default liveries that are around us, that's fine though, no big deal. Okay, we seem to be good. I mean, hopefully. Anyway. Anyways, now I am connected with my cell cow code, which is good. I completely forgot about that when I connected the first time. But my initial calculations say we should be good on fuel with my normal alternates, reserves, and contingencies, with the alternate being Philadelphia from JFK. Now, that's only 81.4 miles away from Kennedy, so that's a pretty short alternate. So we're going to be kind of tight there, but my normal reserves and contingencies are pretty conservative, and I'm even planning for a 48-knot average headwind across the entire duration. So I'm only banking on 431 knots over the ground. Now, I've heard that the headwind predictions might be even worse than that, and so we'll have to see what we encounter when we get up there, and who knows, we may have to divert to northeastern Canada if the headwinds are bad enough. We'll see what the FMC says about our predicted fuel when we touch down. We will push the reserves a little bit beyond legal limits if we have to, just to see. And then, heck, if we have to end up dead sticking this thing in the Republic, we'll do that. We'll see how it goes, guys. It's going to add a fun little twist of drama to the stream today. Lieutenant Dan is also here, says best of luck. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it. And let us go ahead and get started. Now, we are connected fairly early. The recommendations from the Cross the Pond origin briefing for Dublin. Then I guess I'll show you where that is, just for those of you who haven't done the events. CTP, if I could type today, that'd be you know what, I'd probably need a sip of Red Bull because this is going so well so far. But if you go to the CTP website and you go to your dashboard that shows your status, and So here we are, Delta 514, and that is the call sign I'm connected as. Here's our slot time of 1426, which is about 45 minutes away. PQCK, as I said, Papa Quebec, Charlie Kilo. So you got a briefing for your departure and a briefing for your arrival. A couple interesting things I found in the departure briefing. You definitely want to read these over before you take off. A couple of things that I found interesting. First of all, Enhanced Dublin does have a new runway. However, it doesn't seem like we're going to be using it today. But there is a new runway here at Dublin, and there is a freeware airport on flightsim.to that has it, and I have that installed. So 28 right will only be for departures on Anchor SID, which is not us today, so that's why I'm saying we probably won't need it. New AIRAC would need to be applied if you have that runway also, but again, we're not going to be using it. Slot will contain a calculated takeoff time, which we said 1426. They want you connecting a half an hour before that, so we're a little early yet. We've already filed for our plan, our flight plan, and we haven't yet called for clearance, but they want us to call about a half an hour prior, so right before the top of the hour, about 15 minutes from now, and then they're going to try to have us push back about 10 after the top of the hour, probably, in order to make that time. We are at stand 4 something or other. Park on the north side of the airport if you're starting on the or departing from the new runway, which is not us. We're on stand 4 something or other, so we're okay there. If we're on Anchor, that doesn't apply to us. Clearance will include an airborne frequency. Switch to this frequency when passing 2000. Tower will not give you the handover. So normally on the U.S. side, you depart from the tower controller, and then after your wheels up and you clear the end of the threshold, the tower says, Southwest 123, contact departure. And you say, departure, good day, Southwest 123. Well, in here, that is automatic. That is by procedure. That's done without a verbal handoff. So once we are airborne, we're just going to switch and check in with departure automatically. We're not going to wait for them to tell us to do that. You will likely be given a tug release point for your pushback. Let's go over to the Navigraph charts. We do see that there is a point marked Juliet here. We're on, I guess we're on 403 or 404, something like that. So we'll probably be pushed to Juliet. So I'll set that up in the pushback helper, the toolbar pushback helper. We'll push to that point. Make sure you monitor the taxi diagram, which we have over there by Navigraph. 16 and 34 is generally used as a taxiway. 28 right departures might be told to hold at Neptune. That's not going to apply to us. We're taking off 28 left, most likely. The difference between monitor contact and contact call sign only. Initial altitude, 9,000 feet, or in this case, flight level 90, since the transition altitude is 5,000. And I'll show you that here, guys. If we go to the Navigraph charts, and we go to SID, and pretty sure, because we were watching Cross Hyperus stream, pretty sure we're going to be given the Olano 6 Alpha. So we'll look for that. 6 Alpha, here we go. So you see the transition altitude 5,000, but it does not give you an initial climb altitude. It does not give you a top altitude, like maintain blank until advised. It only says Olano as flight level 160. However, it does give you this flight level 9,000, flight level 090 at Bowden-L, and so they're telling us that that's going to be the initial altitude for the SID until we're cleared higher. So might be a little bit of a VATSIMism that they want us to just hold that 9,000 until we're cleared higher. And then we'll get onto the NatTrack website prior to our entry. And so we'll have that ready to go. Must be logged in via the nav bar and connected as a pilot or controller. Okay, so we'll sign in with that when it gets to be time. Anyway, so a couple of interesting procedures there. Knowing, of course, that we're going to be switching automatically from the tower to the departure controller, and that we're going to be switching, that we're staying at 9,000 as our initial altitude, even though the chart doesn't seem to indicate. that necessarily. Rob says Nat track is down. Says lots of issues. Be prepared. Lots of problems being reported. Okay, gotcha. Okay, well we'll keep tabs on that, and we'll hopefully those things will be resolved, or hopefully we can resolve them by voice communications instead. Anyway, let us get started with our setup here. Throttle levers are down. Spoiler levers up. Extra levers are down. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, and this is the steering wheel tiller, this last one. So the steering wheel tiller thing didn't work too well for me in the BAE 146, but I think in the in here I still have it. I guess with hydraulics off I can't tell, but we'll see. I think I might still be using that rightmost steering tiller. This is 700 half range. Well, we talked about that at the very beginning, Ori. It's going to be very close. All right, let's go ahead and get set up here, guys. Throttle levers are down, spoiler levers up, levers 4 and 5 extra are down, and steering wheel tiller is centered. The flight sim actions. Let's start with ground services, and we'll get the ground power up and running and the AC. Wheel trocks will remain set for now. Let's hopefully remember to take those off before I try and move the plane, though. That worked out. Will probably work out better for us than it did in the BAE 146 the last time. Let's return and get doors open. We got the entry door open already. We'll go next page and open cargo and equipment. Let's go back. I'm going to set fuel, and we're going to set that first. And yeah, the gross weight's above, so I got to reduce the weight by almost 13,000 pounds. That's going to be interesting. All right, well, let's go to payload. And let's just set it to half. Well, so I think we can take 50. Can we take 75? Can we take 90? Can we take 85? Can we take 80? Okay, 80. 80 it is. Okay, all right. So half full flight today because that's all we can manage. Or we can just leave all your baggage on the apron here. Well, I guess we'll take your baggage. And you know what? Actually, let's see. If we had an average of 60, so 5,400 pounds, and if we had that divided by 2, so 2,700 pounds per. So we can reduce the baggage here. 2,700 there, 2,700 there, and say 90 passengers going. I think we can say 100 passengers going. Nope. 90 passengers going. Okay. All right, well, that's where it's going to be then. Okay, so we are loaded to 90 passengers and top of the fuel tanks. So we'll see how we go, guys. Okay, so fuel set. Let us go ahead to the upper panel here and start firing stuff up. Battery switch can come on. The ground power can come on. Emergency exit lights can go armed. Or nope, that was that one there. This is the battery here. Logo lights can come on. Position lights to steady. Wheel well lights can come on. The IRS knobs will go to align. I believe that I still have those set on 30-second alignment, but I'll go ahead and move on to other things in my checklist, and we'll come back to the yaw damper. I'm going to go ahead and come down here to, we've already filed my flight plan, and I've checked the ATIS information is alpha, but I think we can probably do a refresher on that just to see. Up now, Charlie, 350 at 6, with the wind direction variable 320 to 030. QNH 1013, transition levels 6,000 today. Oh, transition level 6,000 for that's arrivals. Transition altitude for departures is as I showed you on that other chart. It's a good thing to not confuse those. Okay, so we're information Charlie, QNH 1013. We can go up to the change that over to hectopascals there. And 1013 is already what's showing. I think we can probably come up top and put those into nav mode and turn the yaw damper on. Field elevation is 242, so let's just confirm. Yep, that's pretty close to what's being shown. 2992, is there a way to change that over to hectopascals? Yeah, there we go. Okay, good. We're going to go ahead and set our radio frequencies here. I just move right to left, so we'll start by transmitting and receiving on COM 2. And delivery frequency is 2295. The ground frequency, south ground, is 21.8. So 2295, whoops, and we're starting on that, then 21.8. South tower's 18.6, which is what I assume I'll be on. 18.6. And then the departure, which we did say we're going to talk to automatically after departure. I'm going to put in 24.7 because I know on Cross Hyperus stream that's the departure frequency he was given, and I'm assuming that's going to be the same for us. But we'll see what they give us in our departure clearance. All right, I'm not hearing anything on the radios just yet, so either it's that quiet or there's a problem. All right, so we're 2295, so we are on the delivery frequency. Let's go ahead and call in and see what we get. And we want to tell them stand number, aircraft type, and QNH and ATIS. So there's a lot of information you give in that initial call up for clearance than you do in the U.S. Dublin delivery, Delta 514, information Charlotte QNH 113, we're on stand 404 IFR to JFK.
Delta 514, just say your stand number.
Yeah, we're on stand 404 and we're Boeing 737.
Delta 514, you're cleared. Actually, I just can't see you on my departure list number. Delta 514, I have you now advised, ready to copy.
We are, go ahead.
Delta 514 cleared to New York, Alano 6 Alpha departure, runway 28 left, squawk 6604. Frequency after departure, Shannon 124.7.
Alright, cleared to New York, the Alano 6 Alpha. We're going to be on 28 left. The squawk is 6604 and departure is 24-7 for Shannon. Delta 514.
Delta 514, read back correct. Your startup time will be 1411 Zulu. I'll give you a call.
Okay, we'll expect to hear from you about 1411 Zulu. Delta 514, thanks. Alright, so yeah, we're about 15 minutes away from that, right? Yep, almost exactly 15 minutes away from that. So that gives us time to go through and
American
continue
723,
setting up the aircraft.
American 723.
We are going to remain on this frequency until he tells us to push.
Squawk 6671 ground 121.
Yeah, it's still folks kind of filtering in as the gates empty out. They're backfilling with new aircraft coming in for the later departures. So, yeah, it still looks pretty busy here. Apocalypse, please, is here. M. says 18 passengers got to move up to first class. Huh? I don't think I have it set up as dual class, actually.
I know you said to stand by.
I normally fly this as Southwest.
I don't have runway 28 right in the departure from my FMS.
Apocalypse says it just entered Shanwick. Only 100 knots of headwind so far. Oh boy. All right. Well, that might make the day interesting. Would have been a good day, says Arch, for the JFK scenery to come out. Yeah, I know. Nat track is being not fun, says Malcolm Foxtrot. Yeah, that's what I've heard. Captain Scientist is here. Jeffrey is here. All right, guys. Welcome aboard, and go ahead and grab your seats, and let me go ahead and get the plane set up and ready to go here. Fuel elevation verified. We got frequencies, transmit modes set. IFR clearance is obtained. Let's go ahead and punch in our squawk code, which I think he said was 6604. I'm going to set the 04 first. Anytime the squawk...
712, you fully ready?
Fully ready.
So there's that. 42 Victor's watching from work. Very good.
1712, set squawk.
Happy to have you on board.
Ground 121.
Good Fixins is here. Alright, so squawk is set. Let's jump up to the FMC and nav data's out of yeah, okay. I guess I didn't manage that one. Whoops. Have to check on that later then. Okay, position initialized. Let's go to the next page.
November Sierra X-ray 1 ground 121.8.
Copy that GPS point in. Let's go to the route. EIDW. Oh, you know what we're on board with no weight. Yeah, good call. That'll help. KJFK. Let's go to departures. It's going to be, the departure is going to be the...
Sorry, was that United 1712 talking?
Alana. Whoops.
And just an update for anyone who hasn't received their clearance and does not have a slot, we are still waiting on Eurocontrol to give us a response back. There's still no word from them.
Yeah, delivery, good morning. Delta 9592 Heavy Information. Charlie, stand 406.
Okay, am I going to have an issue because I don't have the updated...
Like to pick up IFR to Boston.
I don't seem to have the 6 alpha. I wonder if I've got the individual points. Might have to plug them in individually and just see if that works. This is going to be a little bit embarrassing.
You're cleared to Boston, Alano 6, or correction. It's the Alano 2 Juliet departure, runway 28 right. Squawk 6611, frequency after departure, Shannon 124.7.
Metro 3 to Boston by the Alano 2 Juliet departure, runway 28 right, squawk 6611, departure frequency 124.7, Delta 9592.
Delta 9592, your readback's correct. Your startup time will be 1404, so in 4 minutes.
Alright, let's try this.
Delta 9592, thanks.
Dublin delivery, Goose 23 stands 409, request push and start.
Goose 23, your startup time 1402. I'll give you a call back in 2 minutes.
Roger.
Dublin delivery, Shamrock 7 Charlie, work stand 400 Charlie. We have information, Charlie, clearance to Chicago, please.
$1,000 or below.
Sorry, Shamrock 7 Charlie, you're cleared to
NEPOD and
O'Hare,
EPOD.
Anchor 2 Juliet departure, runway 28 right, squawk 6634. Frequency after departure will be Shannon 124.7.
And then Olano, O-L-O-N-O.
Right.
So this
Summer 7
should
Charlie
get
cleared
us
to or
where we
here
needed to be
the
for
Echo
our
to
departure.
Juliet departure.
Not the way you
Squawk
really are supposed to do
6634,
things.
And departures on 124.7.
Oops.
Sherlock 7 Charlie V back correct. Your
But
startup time
looks
will
like
be
it'll get us done.
1471 Zulu. I'll give you a call back.
Copy 1.
Functionally the same, but again, that's not the way you're supposed to do things.
Take care.
But anyway, instead of having the Olano 6 Alpha, we're just
592 on frequency.
plugging the points in
Go for
automatically.
9592.
Baldwinell
I cleared
below
you off the wrong
9,000
runway
or
back
flight
to
level
the
90 rather.
correct units from my
Nepod,
left Alano 6
and then
Alpha departure.
Olano below 16. So
6 Alpha.
functionally the same, although that's not the way you're supposed to go about things. The rest of the route is as follows. Abagu,
Apologies, Goose 23 ground 121.8.
1218 Goose 23, we'll see you.
Shamrock 1.
yeah, we got
Tango
9
Victor
minutes to
as
get that done.
standby.
Abagu, and then Mallets.
Delivery WestJet 925, Boeing 767, gate 120.
On the next
Information
page
Charlie,
after
requesting
Mallet,
clearance.
we're 5320 north.
WestJet 952 standby.
Then we're 5330 north. Then we're 5340 north.
Shamrock 1 Tango Victor, can you just confirm your slot
5150
time?
north.
We have a slot time of 13:45 Zulu.
Shamrock 1 Tango
Then
Victor,
we're Alry.
apologies, ground 1218, see ya.
1218 for Shamrock, so 1 no, that's not your fault, that's our fault. We connected the hub.
And then Mills with 2 I's, M-I-I-L-S.
Dublin
then
clearance
Pippo.
United 1202, ready to pick up IFR clearance to O'Hare with information Charlie at stand 201.
And then the
United
G-FALs,
1202,
G-F-A-L-S.
Affirmative,
And then,
1406 is the slot time.
All those distances look pretty good. Okay, so we're good. And then Kingston and
United
the Kingston
1202, you're cleared to
1.
Chicago.
I'm just going to put in, I have no idea. Is it too early to see what
Squawk 6676.
runways New York's landing? I'm going to just guess 31 left, and who knows if that's what will be, but we'll put in 31 left for now.
Cleared to O'Hare via the Inker 2 Juliet. That's filed Squawk 6676.
Kingston 1, no transition. We're just going to say ILS.
And we are unable runway 28 right today.
31 left for right now.
United 1202, roger. In that case, it's
Performance
28 left,
initialize.
Anchor 6 Alpha.
0 fuel weight will populate in. Reserves 5.5. I'm sure we're going to be pushing that. Cost index, I usually go 74. Today we're going to go 7. Why not?
Ground 121.8.
340 is what I put in for our initial.
121.8,
Good thing. Execute. N1 limit, none. Takeoff. Center of gravity.
109 right. Information Charlie, request clearance to
Flaps is going to be 5. Trim's going to be 7 and change. Oh, and what's the runway? Oh, we don't have a runway because don't have a runway because I didn't have it in my departures.
Brenner 82 Victor Juliet, good afternoon. Cleared to Gatwick. Endec 3 Juliet departure, runway 28
Okay,
right.
now let's go back to
Squawk
performance initialize.
6665. Frequency after
And one limit and
departure will
takeoff.
be
Okay, now we can set
121.1,
our
and your final
V
level
speeds.
for today will be flight level 270.
Okay, so 145 and 7.15.
Clear to London Gatwick Endec 3 Juliet, out of runway 28 right, squawk 6665, frequency on departure 121.1, and final flight level 270, Ryanair 82 Victor Juliet.
145, the initial heading.
82 Victor Juliet, read back correct, call fully ready for push.
Will go.
Is 278.
Delivery, very good afternoon. Fuzzy 1 Heavy, stand 110 Charlie, type A310. Information Charlie, QNH 1013, request clearance to Chicago.
9,000.
Fuzzy 1, just confirm.
Auto
have you followed
throttle,
the flight
flight director. Flight director.
I may actually have the one thing that I've forgotten to do out of everything.
VNAV
I do have
and
a slot,
LNAV.
I'll file a flight plan now and get back to you.
Well, we'll just go ahead and select.
Good afternoon, Dublin. Delivery Delta 4187 Heavy. Stand 401 Charlie.
Trim should be set to about
IFR
7.1. There we are.
Delta 4187, good afternoon.
Heading altitude, auto throttle, flight directors, VNAV, LNAV. Let's just run through the map here. Let's set this into
frequency after departure will be
plan mode.
124.7.
Okay, that looks like it's supposed to.
Okay, cleared to Boston on the Alana 6 Alpha.
Let's just step through it real quick.
28 left, squawk 6652. Departure frequency 124.7, Delta 4187.
Delta 4187, read back correct. Your startup time for this afternoon will be 1415 Zulu.
1415 Zulu,
Okay.
Delta 4187.
Alright, that all looks good then.
Spirit Wings 137, you on frequency?
Back to map range.
Frequency ready to copy for clearance to Boston.
Spirit Wings 137, apologies about the delay. You're cleared to destination Boston. Alana 6 Alpha departure, runway 28 left. Squawk 6.
Okay, I think we're set there.
Departure 124.7.
Let's do this.
Cleared to Boston via the Alana 6 departure, runway 28 left. Departure frequency will be 124.7. And could we have a repeat on the squawk code, please, for Spirit Wings 137?
Squawk code
4 and 10 mile
6643,
rings.
and are you fully ready?
At the destination.
Not quite. I think we're going to miss our slot.
I see your slots here for 1422 Zulu. Will you be able to make
Auto
that?
brakes set to RTO. Now, here's where we've had some issues. I think
That might
what
be a
I've
bit
been
off
told
at
is
this point. We had
I
issues,
need to just
trying to file and
push and
fax them.
hold the brakes.
Roger, yeah, no problem.
No, it's still going to give me a fit.
You can just give me a call when you're ready.
All right, we'll call you when you're ready for Spirit Wings 137.
Delivery,
Alright,
hello
well, you know what?
again,
I'm
Fuzzy
literally
1
just going
Heavy,
to hold the brakes
110,
myself then, because I'm not going
Charlie
to
8310.
fiddle with it today.
Information Charlie QA
Just hold the
request clearance to
hold the brakes.
Chicago. You should now have the flight done.
So you want you're cleared to Chicago, Inker 2 Juliet departure, runway 28 right, squawk 661, or correction, squawk 6661.
Alright, we need to be prepared for push.
Your startup time will be 1410.
Go and get the APU started. Left inner fuel pump to come on.
Inker 2
While we're
Juliet,
waiting for the
right,
APU to spool.
61 and
window
startup
heat.
time 14.
Cruise altitude set to 34,000.
Zulu. Fuzzy 1.
Fuzzy 1, read back correct. Once you're ready, you can contact. Right, are you ready now?
Landing altitude at
Give
JFK
us,
is basically 0. I think it's
1 minute
13
And
feet.
we will be ready.
Roger, just call me back when you're ready to go.
We'll get the APU
Okay,
buses
will do,
on as soon
and,
as
what is
the
my departure frequency for today?
124.7.
electrical buses are ready to switch. We'll do that.
1247 Fuzzy 1. We'll call you in 1 minute.
United 1202, you on frequency?
Okay, switch the electrical over.
United 1202, I believe you have your mic muted.
Got the bleed on ISO valve open.
Just give me a call.
And let's get the packs on.
I'm sorry, were you calling United 1202?
Yeah, affirm.
Yeah, go ahead.
Are you ready
Go
to
ahead
go?
and get the doors closed.
We'll be ready to push in about 5 minutes here.
Roger, give me a call when you're ready.
We'll go.
Ground services.
Dispatch.
Delivery WestJet 925. Do you still have us in queue?
WestJet 925, Roger, standby.
I think we're good to switch to the legs page now.
153,
Now with the wheel chocks removed.
We're having issues filing our flight plan on the website. Is there any details on how we can fix it?
Okay, now the parking brake works fine.
Unfortunately, it's happened to a lot of people. So
well, hopefully we'll be able to kick it off when the time comes. I'm nervous about that.
That had difficulty doing it, so just give it time.
Right, thank you.
Delivery, good afternoon.
Greetings from the flight deck. Welcome aboard Delta Flight 514 service to New York, Kennedy. We're expecting to push here just moments away. Wheels up expected to be right up near the bottom of the hour. Flight time today, just about 7 hours. We'll be cruising at 34,000 feet initially. Departure weather, friends, does not look too favorable today. We've got some cloud cover, a little bit of precipitation, and we've got some really gusty winds at our destination. We'll have to see how that forecast shapes up once we get airborne and start our descent. We will let you know what it's looking like, but it might be a little rough on the arrival today. We'll keep you posted. For now, sit back, relax, and enjoy the flight, and thanks again for flying with us on Delta Airlines.
Work grid anchor 2 Juliet off 28 right. Squawk 6650 with
let's pre-plan that pushback. We assume we're going to be told to push to that Juliet point.
WestJet 925, read back correct. Are you ready to go?
We'll be ready in about 2 minutes.
Roger, give me a call.
Which is there.
Double delivery on 153, 405, Tango information, Charlie, we're IFR to Chicago.
Cockpit to ground.
Station calling standby Delta 514, you fully ready?
Delta 514, we can push whenever you're ready.
Delta 514, roger, stay stand.
404, we think, maybe plus or minus 1.
Delta 514, I see you there, ground 1218.
All right, 218, Delta 514, thank you. Dublin ground, Delta 514 off of stand 404 plus or minus 1, and we're ready when you are.
All doors and hatches closed and all ground equipment is removed. The parking brakes are set. You may lift.
Dublin ground, good afternoon. 734 Delta.
The Delta calling for push. Can I get your stand number again, sorry?
Yes, Delta 514, we're off of, we think, 404 plus or minus 1, and we get information, Charlie QNH 1013.
Delta 514, you are correct. Push and start approved facing south, Coke Release Point Hotel, QNH 1013.
All right, we'll push to hotel facing south, QNH 1013, Delta 514.
Shuttle 3 for Delta Dublin ground, hello. Continue Sierra left, Whiskey 1, hold short
taxi.
16.
Continue Sierra left, Whiskey 1, and hold short runway 16. Shuttle 3 for
Center ground, Delta 9592 is ready for taxi.
Ground, please cancel pushback operation.
Delta
try it again. We're going to hotel, so that's just a little bit different than what I said, what I thought.
Bravo 1, Echo 1, hold short 28 left, Delta 9592 has. Goose 23, taxi, Bravo 1, Echo 1, hold short runway 28 left.
Bravo 1, Echo 1, hold short 28 left, Goose 23.
So that's basically right there.
Ground, American 723, ready for taxi.
American 723, give way to the A320, passing right to left, then taxi Bravo 1, hold short, taxi Bravo 1, Foxtrot, hold short, link 4.
No.
Okay, we'll give way to A320, taxi Bravo 1, Foxtrot, hold short, link 4, American 723.
Shamrock 1, Tango Victor, contact
ground. I think that's it, right there.
125, decimal 9, bye-bye.
125.
Okay. Bear with me, guys. Fuel pumps, let's go back up top.
Delta 9592, contact tower 186, bye-bye.
Electric pumps.
Ground, stand by.
Anti-collision lights. Wheel well lights off. Seatbelt lights on. Okay. Yeah, kind of straight across there. Okay. All right, let's go. Let's go. Connect it. Let's move it.
beacon is installed.
Ground Delta 4187, information Charlie, stand 401, ready for push and start.
Lifting the aircraft.
Delta 4187, can I get the stand again, sorry?
401 Charlie.
Please release parking brake.
Delta 4187, push and start approved facing west, QH 1013.
Push and start approved facing west, Delta 4187.
Goose 23, contact tower now 1186, bye-bye.
Contact tower 1186, Goose 23.
Alright, it's pushing. Even though the parking brake's not released.
Already, but yet 1182, 118.6, bye-bye.
186, I'll see ya. And ground, Shamrock 7 Charlie, stand 400 Charlie, for push and start.
Shamrock 7 Charlie, just hold position, you got company, oh, you got Delta pushing off your right-hand side. Copy.
Let's just do it. Let's just get the engine started. Pack off, ground start on. I have to depress my rudder. Yeah, I know, guys. I know. We've been through this one multiple streams. It's just, it doesn't like me. I'm pushing the brakes. I know how it works. It just doesn't like me. I should have just decided to hold them like I said.
Shuttle 34 Delta, cross runway 1634, Mike 1, hold short, link 4.
Cross runway 34, Mike 1, then link 1, shuttle 34.
I'm sure that looks pretty comical.
So it's cross runway 1634, Mike 1, hold short of link 4.
Cross runway 34, Mike 1, then hold short, link 4.
And shuttle 34 Delta, contact ground 125.9 now, bye-bye.
125.9, thank you very much for your help, shuttle 34 Delta.
Okay, there we go, finally released. So hopefully the plane will come back to a normal attitude now. Nope, I never did get the center fuel pumps on. Alright, well when it asks us to put the parking brake on after the push operation's done, I'm just going to hold the brakes manually because I'm not going to go through that again. Alright, engine's coming up. Switch up to the top. Let's get the electrical switched over.
Dublin ground, Speedbird 19er is on Sierra requesting taxi to gate.
Speedbird 19er, continue Sierra, left Whiskey 1, hold short runway 16.
Please set parking brakes.
Continue Sierra, left onto Whiskey 1 and then holding Romeo 16 for Speedbird 19er.
Please set parking brakes.
Ground Delta 4187, ready for taxi.
Delta 4187, taxi straight ahead and hold short of link 2 for now. Make sure there's enough room for the company.
Okay, whatever works, guys.
Taxi.
Okay, Taxi straight ahead, hold short, link to give way to that company traffic, Delta 4187.
Holding position, waiting for the visual. Thank you and goodbye.
APU's off. Go ahead and do a flight control check. And we're just holding the brakes manually right now. Go flaps 5.
Delta 11, Shamrock 3 November Romeo, stand 406 Alpha, ready for push and start.
Shamrock 3 November Romeo, push and
Okay,
start.
alright, I think we're good.
Start approved from QNH 1013, yeah, Shamrock 3 November Romeo.
Let's get the probe heat on. And the taxi light on.
7 Charlie, looks like that Delta is gone. Can we clear push now? Stand 400 Charlie.
Shamrock 7 Charlie, firm push and start approved. QNH 1013.
Weather.
1013, push start approved.
And terrain. TARA.
723, contact ground north 125.9, bye-bye.
And let's get the taxi diagram up in front of us.
125.9er, American 723.
And ground Delta 514, we're finally ready, sorry.
Delta 514, taxi link to Foxtrot 1, Echo 1, hold short 28 left.
So link to Foxtrot. I'm sorry, give us that again, sorry.
Link to Foxtrot 1, Echo 1, hold short 28 left.
Okay, I see it. Via 28 left via link to Foxtrot 1, Echo 1, and hold short 28 left at Delta 514. Alright, guys. Whew. Hopefully we're ready. Let's do a quick config check. And a quick brake check. Okay, we're good. So right. And let's go left onto Foxtrot 1.
Delta 514, contact tower now 1186, bye-bye.
18.6, Delta 514. Oh, I forgot my tiller.
Delta 4187, taxi link to Foxtrot 1, Echo 1, hold short 28 left.
A link to Foxtrot 1, Echo 1, hold short 28 left, Delta 4187.
No idea where I'm going.
Delta 514, dumb ground.
Yeah, we're still here. Delta 514. Is this the left turn that we need to make right here?
No, it's left literally from there, and it's Echo 1, which is like the most southern point.
Okay, we see it. Okay, got it. Left here and then Echo 1, Delta 514.
And Delta 514, did I tell you to go to tower?
You did. We're switching over now. Delta 514.
Okay, yeah, good, that's fine.
Wow. Clumsy. Dublin Tower, Delta 514.
Delta 514, very good afternoon via Echo 1, line up wait, runway 28 left.
Alright, Echo 1 and line up 28 left, Delta 514. Let's get the cabin crew alerted. Forward facing lights on. I think we are set here. Alright, auto throttle's on, flight director's on, LNAV and heading. Okay, I think we're good. Get that chime switch on, let the cabin will let us know that we're ready to go, or that we're secured, ready to go. Start knobs can go to continuous. Okay, sloppy on the taxi out, guys, because I was lost. And also really,
Delta 514, service wind 03036 knots, runway 28 left, clear for takeoff.
Alright, clear for takeoff, 28 left, Delta 514. Stand the throttles up. Hope that they respond normally and symmetrically. Let's go to Toga.
Left at Echo 1. Delta 4187 by Echo 1, line up and wait, runway 28 left behind.
Alright, guys.
Then wait 28 left, Delta 4180.
Sloppiest ground operations you'll ever have seen. Hopefully we'll be okay from here. And we're 2 minutes after our scheduled takeoff time.
V1, rotate. E2.
Channel lift the nose off the ground.
Positive rate of climb.
Yeah, coming up. That field elevation was about 3, so at about 13. We'll get the flaps in, start that left turn. And we'll go ahead and switch to our departure. Dublin departure, Delta 514 is 2,300 going to 9,000. Flight level 90.
Delta 514, trying to control, good afternoon. You are identified, climb to flight level 240, unrestricted time.
Alright, 240, and what was the last part?
Delta 514, you can disregard the climb restrictions on the SID.
Gotcha, okay, well, we're straight up to 240, disregarding restrictions at Delta 514. Okay, well, I think we go into level change mode then. Then we get the flaps up. Okay, yeah, we're over speeding because we had a few issues. All right, well, it was messy, but we got it. Oh, you know what? Yeah, that's... I let go of the controls thinking the autopilot had it. I never had the autopilot on. All right, anyway. Whew, that was nuts, guys. I was really, really out of practice on that. Really, really out of practice. Man, I can list 100 things I did wrong on that departure. Alright, now we are in standard now because we're...
And departure Delta 4187 with you 3,000 for 9.
Aristodemia 071, contact Shannon 127.125. Bye-bye.
And I'm still screwing it up.
I'm sorry, say again for Delta 4187?
No,
I'm still screwing it up.
It's Air Sardinia 071, contact Shannon 127.125. And Delta 4187, apologies, you are identified now, and continue your climb to flight level 240. You
Oops.
can disregard all the climb restrictions on the SID.
Nope. There was one point that I missed that I deleted that I shouldn't have.
I'm sorry, say again for 4187. I got disconnected there for some reason.
Still screwing up.
Yeah, no problem, I've seen that. So Delta 4187, you are identified. Climb to flight level 240 and disregard the restrictions, the climb restrictions on the SID.
Okay, up to 240, disregard climb restrictions, Delta 4187 heavy.
Milano. Six Golf. Where's Alano 6 Alpha?
Delta 9592, contact Shannon 134.275.
134.275, Delta 959er, we'll see you.
Okay, so this is the point I should be going to, NEPOD. NEPOD.
And Tower, hello, American 723,
and then Alano.
climbing, short 90.
Okay, alright, we're good.
American 723, Shannon Control, hello, you are identified, climb to flight level 240.
I know I'm still in heading. I screwed up my route.
Okay, climb 240, one disregard climb restriction on the SID, American 723.
Shamrock 1 Tango Victor, contact Shannon 127.125, bye-bye.
Okay, I think I got it now.
127.125, Shamrock 1 Tango Victor.
Going to VNAV now and let it
23, contact Shannon
pick up our speed.
134.275, bye-bye.
Shannon 134.275, Goose 23, bye-bye.
Okay, I think I finally got it fixed. Now let's see, we're climbing at our VNAV, we're heading up to Olano. We're cleared up to 240 so far. What's the master caution for? Did I not get one of the packs back on? Packs should be in auto.
Dublin Departure United 1202, coming to 1,600 for 9,000.
United 1202, Shannon Control, hello, identified, climb to flight level 240.
Coming to level 240 and we'll then. That's 1202.
Okay, there's something wrong with my pressurization. Packs are in auto. Isolation valve is in auto. Cabin altitude is okay. Differential pressure is okay. pressurization was set for 34 and we're still climbing, so I'm not sure what happened to our pressurization. But I guess we're good. Hopefully we're good. Yeah, so that sequence was very messed up on a departure. So I got lost, okay? I couldn't tell what marking was where on the ground. So that was number one. Number two, I completely forgot that I steer with a tiller now rather than a pedal. I think I might just need to change that back. I don't do that enough to have to remember that. So we might just change that back. I think we're done with that now. The whole thing with the parking brake, I'm going to have to spend a day to troubleshoot that. That's, I thought it was, I found some stuff in the forums, like, you just have to hold them down for a second and then they'll engage. Well, that didn't help me today. So I'm still mystified as to the whole issue with being able to set and unset the parking brake. I think that's what set me off to begin with. I made a few minor mistakes prior to that, but that's what set me off to begin with. Was that whole thing with the parking brake just got me flustered, and I'm trying to troubleshoot that and work around that while I'm also trying to stay ahead of the aircraft, and that didn't work out. So then I couldn't quite figure out the directions, the taxi directions I was being given. I couldn't match up what I was seeing on the chart with what I was seeing on the ground. And then so it makes me now wonder if I've missed, some other step along the way here.
Contact Shannon 134.275. Bye-bye.
We're at 34.275, Delta 514.
Delta 4187, continue your climb to flight level 240.
All right, continue climb to 240, Delta 4187. Sorry about that.
Yeah, no problem. Just disregard all the climb restrictions.
Shannon 129.675. Bye-bye.
Anyway, we made it.
129.675.
Oh, Rob Valkyrie. Okay, I'll check that out in just a moment. That might be the key here. Shannon Control, Delta 514 is 193, flight level 193 going to 240.
Delta 514, Shannon, good day. Identify climb flight level 340 on your clear direct Mallet.
Alright, 340 direct Mallet, Delta 514.
Over 1 Papa, Shannon, climb flight level 360. Climb 360, thank you, Silver 1 Papa. Delta 9592, Shannon, clear direct Limerick.
Direct Limerick, Delta 9592.
Oh, gosh. Yeah, I've been fumbling around with the modes the entire way. And I wonder if that was what set off our... Yeah, that was what set off our pressurization warning. Now we're climbing again, and it's fine. That off-schedule descent warning, which reminds us of a friend of ours, has now vanished, so I think we're all good now. So I think the plane got confused because we leveled and started to descend a little bit.
129.675.
Okay, man. Phew, I think we're good. Rob Valkyrie said, do you have any parking brake control assignments in the MSFS settings? I don't. In my case, I have a button on my yoke set to toggle the parking brake. The recent changes, I had to change my button on release instead of on press. So I have it set through FSU IPC, Rob, but I do have it set on press. So I will check that, and I will see if I can maybe change it to on release and see if that helps us for future. I appreciate that tip, man. That might be the key to it. to use Navigraph to use.
77, contact Shannon 127.125. Goodbye.
42 Victor, do you use Navigraph with charts with the moving plane, or is that cheating? Yeah, it's cheating on this stream. I consider that cheating. No, I don't use the SimLink. Yeah, Rich Bonout. I had it in heading mode intentionally because I accidentally deleted a point I shouldn't have. But then I did, somehow did get it out of VNav mode also. So, yeah, it was just a kind of fumbling fiasco of comedy of errors there. I do think we should check and see if NatTrack is working. Let's sign in with VATSIM. Yeah, we'll allow. Yeah, cookies, got it. Allow. Well, I'm not doxing myself. You guys know that, and you guys know that.
Shannon Center, Delta 4187 is with you, climbing 240.
It's not doing anything other than that.
Shannon, good day. Identify climb flight level 340.
340, Delta 4187.
Okay, so we're just kind of hung up there now.
Shannon Control, Boeing 27. Can we get a cell count check? Alpha Quebec, Mike Quebec.
Oh, there we go.
Bye.
Oh, it's offline, but cloud flares. Okay, all right. Well, we'll shut that down then.
Boeing 27, did you receive?
Negative. I may have gave you the wrong cell count. Actually, we just received the cell count.
Shannon Roger.
All right, so for right now,
clear direct delivery.
Direct delivery, Goose 23.
let's go to our progress page.
One Papa, contact Shannon 127.125.
Some mallet.
Shannon Control, Mercedes 2.
Mallet at 1520.
Mercedes 2, Shannon, hello to you, identified. Break, Silver Arrows 1 Papa, contact Shannon 127.125. Bye-bye.
Distance is 265, 1520, so that's...
Shannon, Ken Force 3173. Can I get a cell count check as well?
36 minutes from now.
Charlie Foxtrot.
And right now, it's predicting our landing at 9:30 Zulu, 21:30 Zulu time with 13:1 left in the tanks. What's my predictions?
Roger. Delta 504, contact Shannon 127.125. Have a good flight, bye-bye.
I'm sorry, was it 37, 125?
127.125.
27, 125. The Delta 514, we'll see it. So timing, perfect. And we're predicting less fuel. So it's saying we're going to be a little bit more fuel efficient than we think we are. 27, 125.
Shannon Control, good afternoon, Walker 1521, Shannon 127.125, good day.
Block.
Shannon Control, Delta 514's 309er for 340.
Shannon, it's taxi 360 with you, flight level 360.
Yeah, so I was a complete bumbling idiot when it comes to keeping it in the correct
United 1202,
vertical and lateral modes. I for some reason I was very late getting the autopilot engaged.
United 1202, hello, climb flight level 380.
Climb level 380, United 1202.
Shannon Control, Delta 514's 320 for 340.
Delta 514, Shannon, hello, climb flight level 340.
All right, 340, Delta 514.
Shannon, Canforce 3173 with you, flight level 340.
Canforce 3173, hello, Shannon, roger.
So, anyway, yeah, right now it's saying we're going to land with 13,000 pounds of fuel left. I'm predicting we're landing with 8,000 pounds of fuel left. So the aircraft is expecting to be a little bit more fuel efficient than even I'm anticipating. The timing, it just revised the timing, actually revised the timing back by 3 minutes. I guess that's based on maybe headwinds. So we'll see what happens with headwinds once it gets up here and starts calculating what those winds are going to be. So that may be where we start diverging from the estimates here. But we'll see. Right now, it looks like we're going to be okay. Fuel and timing-wise.
November Sierra X-ray, contact, correction, November Sierra X-ray 1, contact Shannon 120.050.
What are we in freedom time? So we're saying 5:30 p.m. Eastern. Right now, we're anticipating the stream to go back live. We'll figure out how to get checked in with Oceanic.
You should be with Shannon 1222975.
And get our clearance and make our first check-in with the Oceanic controller.
Shannon, good afternoon. Shiva 1 Papa level 3.
And then we'll take a break from the stream. And then we anticipate reigniting the stream. I think we said 3 o'clock. Is that what I said?
Roger, welcome.
Oh, part 2, 4 p.m.
And Shannon, United 1202.
Did I say 4 p.m.?
United 1202, go ahead.
United 1202, we've been unable to file our Oceanic clearance. The website appears to be down. Has everybody else been having that issue?
United 1202, yeah, I believe they're working on it. We don't handle Oceanic clearances at Shannon, it's just Shamwick, so I think they're working on it at the moment.
Roger, thank you.
Yeah, so I have on the schedule that we're going to go live again at 4 p.m. Eastern Time with the anticipated arrival time of 5:30 Eastern Time. So that'll give us about 45 minutes prior to top of descent to give us our weather briefing, descent briefing, approach briefing into New York. So, yeah.
Very good afternoon. Fuzzy 1, flight level 220, climbing flight level 240. And,
but yeah, sloppy departure out of Dublin. I'm kind of surprised I didn't mess up any worse than I did.
Climb flight level 320.
I lucked out. So I had luck on my side, not skill on my side.
And just noting there's some issues with NavTrack at the moment. Are we going to be doing voice clearances instead for Fuzzy 1?
Fuzzy 1, I am not sure. We don't handle the clearances at Shannon, it's only Shamwick. You might need to ask in the CTP Discord or something like that to see what way it needs to be done.
Sure thing, I'll have a look, thank you.
And Shannon Control, Shamrock 7 Charlie passing flight level 200, climbing flight level 240.
Shamrock 7 Charlie, Shannon, hello, welcome.
And Shannon Control, this is Walker 2375, flight level 320, very good afternoon, sir.
Walker 3375, Shannon Control, good afternoon to you. Fly heading 270 degrees on the heading, climb flight level 350.
Okay, climbing 350, Walker 3375.
And Walker 3375, fly heading 270.
Yeah, and even with my bumbling around, Dublin got us out within 2 minutes of our scheduled seat time. So, again, more luck than skill today. Luck of the Irish, skill of the dumb American.
153, level 210, level 240.
United 153, Shannon, hello. Air Canada 873, contact Shannon 122.975, bye-bye.
Say again for Air Canada 873.
So the big question right now, guys, is how are we getting our oceanic clearance?
Alright, well, over the Shannon 122 975. Bye-bye.
Shamrock 1 Tango Victor, contact Shannon 120.050. Bye-bye.
We go under announcements.
0050 for Shamrock 1 Tango Victor.
On the Discord, the Across the Pond Discord, they say under announcements, we are aware of issues with NatTrack team is working on it. And that was, well, that was an hour ago.
105, level 240.
Oh, is VATSIM working again? Guess we can check that.
Air Transit 786 Heavy, flight level 360.
Transat 786, hello, Roger.
Shannon,
Walker 3375, turn right, heading 280. Walker 3375, turn right, heading 280.
Looks like
Flight 280, Walker
VATSIM is not working as well. Well, it's always a busy day on the network, guys.
153, flight level 240 level.
United 153, hello, climb flight level 340.
Always a busy day on the network, so
340, yeah, 153.
Shamrock 7 Charlie, climb
hopefully
flight level
things will smooth out.
310.
Climb 310, Shamrock 7 Charlie.
United 153, climb flight level 340.
Climb flight level 340, yeah,
Oh, Braden's is my, yeah, so Dublin's my dad's home airport. Yeah, no, I missed that earlier, Braden, but yeah, we,
175.
that scope on my phone is working? I wonder if, yeah, that spy definitely kind of pooped out on me.
Sunset 104, hello, fly heading
I have one called That View on my Android.
Heading 255, system 104.
And it's loading, but I don't know if it's got, oh yeah, it's working.
Silver 1 Pop, go ahead.
Yeah, I would like to switch on Shanwick to get our oceanic clearance.
I'll post a screenshot in our Discord.
Silver 1 Papa, I have no idea which frequency you need to go to. We haven't been told, so you can try contacting Shamwick on 12765, but I'm not sure if that's the right frequency. We haven't been told.
Roger, I will try on 12765, thank you.
Psychic Taco got the subscription going. It looks like a beehive, yeah. That spy's working for me now, says Jeffrey. Okay, I got the
24 Charlie, contact Shannon 120.050, bye-bye.
I got That View on my Android.
120.050, Musket 2 for Charlie, thanks, bye-bye.
Shannon, good afternoon. Walker 1520, flight level 222, climbing 240.
Walker 1520, hello, climb flight level 270.
Climb flight level 270, Walker.
Post that up on the Twitter also. Can we get a fuel prediction, Warhawks? Yeah, so far, my...
Can Force 3173, resume navigation direct res now.
Direct res.
My numbers say we're going to land with 8,000 pounds of fuel left in Canada. The FMC is saying we're going to land with 13,000 pounds of fuel.
Hold navigation direct monitor. Walker 375.
Camera controller, looking at 313.
So far we're going to be okay, but we're going to hit. We've already seen this ETA slide back 4 minutes. So we'll have to see what the headwinds look like. Right now, the headwinds are looking approximately like what I put in to my calculations. So we'll see how we go. I think the headwinds are going to play a factor, Warhawks.
Delta 105, what's the problem?
Oh, we did get up to cruise. I guess what I can do now is go ahead and release the seatbelts.
If I'm going to cause a traffic issue, then I'll temporarily disconnect.
And release the cabin, which we never did at 10,000.
Delta 105.
So a handful of things that should have done, didn't do.
That'll keep you underneath other
Greetings from the flight deck. We have achieved our cruise altitude of 34,000 feet. We are above the worst of the weather for now. It's still looking like it's going to be pretty rocky into our arrival in New York, but we will update the destination weather once we start down from cruise. For right now, our cabin crew is going to come around with a fine selection of Red Bull products and New York pizza. So sit back, relax, enjoy the flight, and we will talk to you in a little bit. Thanks again for flying with us on Delta Airlines. That spy is working for you, says Jeffrey.
Contact Shannon 120.050, bye-bye. 2 stations at once, JetBlue 77, contact Shannon 120.07, correction, 120.050.
Looking for VATSIM and the task manager. I want to be very, very careful here about.
Contact Shannon 120.050, bye-bye.
Shannon, 10-4-3173, just wanted to make you aware, looks like NATRAC is back up and running again.
Oh, hey, we'll give that a try.
10-4-3173, roger. Thank you.
Shannon, Lufthansa 430.
Okay, I don't see that spy running at all. So I'll just try it again.
Control, good. Day speed 24 Kilo Yankee, flight level 380.
Oh, hey, there we go.
Super 24 Kilo Yankee, Shannon Control, hello. Super 24 Kilo Yankee, just confirm your direct mallet.
There's cross Cyperu there.
Say again, code speed 24 Kilo Yankee.
And there we are, just having crossed over into the ocean.
I am direct mallet, speed 24 Kilo Yankee.
Roger. Boeing 27.
Okay. So NATRAC is supposedly up. Let's go ahead and give it a try here.
Limeri, Lima Echo Mike Romeo India.
Boeing 27, you're with the wrong frequency. You should be with 129675.
Got it.
129675, sorry about that, Boeing 2000.
American 723, contact Shannon 120.050, bye-bye.
Select an option from the navigation bar above. Is there an option?
Shannon 120.050, American 723, bye-bye.
Request clearance. Kennedy 340. What's our maximum flight level right now?
Walker 1520, continue climb flight level 330.
3301.
380, basically. 380. Mach number that we're doing now is pretty much what we want. So
Sunset 104 is on navigation direct mallet.
Resume on navigation direct mallet and requesting flight level 360 if possible.
Lufthansa 104, roger, climb now, flight level 360.
Climb flight level 360, Lufthansa 104.
We're on track. Mike, 5320, 5330, 5340, 5150, and Alri.
Shannon Control, Air Transit 786.
Entry fixes Mallet, the estimated time there.
Air Transit 786, request leave this frequency to Shanwick Control to get the oceanic clearance.
Transit 786, and one of the other parts says NATRAC is now available, so try that again for me. I think that's the primary method of getting your oceanic clearance.
To flight level 400.
Station cons, say again, never mind. Mercedes 2, Shannon, hello, welcome.
Okay, Delta 514 to Kennedy with 340. We're maximum of 380. Requested 076. If they make us go faster, we can do it. Mallet at 1524. TMI is 0901 because we see that from up here. And the free text is, hang in there, fellas.
208, climbing flight level 340.
I hit submit, and I'm not seeing any kind of confirmation that it has sent.
Channel Control, Air Transit 786, would you please confirm the frequency I called for the oceanic clearance?
Transat 786, I actually don't know. We haven't been told which one that you need to contact. You'll need to ask
so
me
we got
in the
another
CTP
gateway time
Discord.
right there. Okay, well, we'll try it in a little bit.
Shannon, good afternoon. Silver 1, flight load in Malo.
Psychic Taco, is the form automatically processed or some poor soul having to organize all the incoming clearances? I don't know. I hope there's some automation.
122.975.
122.975, United 1202.
Yeah, and that track doesn't seem to be responding now.
Shannon, United 1202, level 380.
Shannon, United 153, did we miss a handoff?
United 153, negative.
Roger, thank you.
Shannon, taxi 236.
Shannon, United 1202, flight level 380.
Delta 514, contact Shannon 120.050, bye-bye.
20.050, that's 514.
Walker 3375, contact Shannon 120.050, bye-bye.
120.050 over Walker 3375, bye.
Lufthansa 430 Alpha, contact Shannon 12.
1202, flight level.
Shannon, got sub 5, flight level 5. Good day.
Is that me or is that everyone else?
3375,
No, that one sounds fine. Yeah, and that track's still not responding.
Shannon Control, good afternoon. Lufthansa 430 Alpha, flight level 290.
Lufthansa 430 Alpha, Shannon, hello, identified.
Shannon Control, Delta 514, level 340.
Delta 514, Shannon, good day to you, identified.
And Walker 3375, okay?
Okay, so still don't have our oceanic clearance.
Walker 3375 has been able to ascend.
We're 15 minutes from our entry point. Now,
not sure
in the real world, yeah, well, okay, we're maybe 20 minutes from our entry point.
No problem.
Yeah, that ETA keeps slipping back.
Yeah, Shannon seems to be a bit slow.
So that'll be interesting to see how that diverges from ours as we hit headwinds. Yeah, pretty strong headwinds. So we'll have to see how that shakes out. So ordinarily you wouldn't be able to cross Mallet until you had that oceanic clearance.
131.750, radar service terminated. Good day.
Shannon, United 1202, flight level 380.
Rob Locker, did you see Boston pulled out across the pond? Well, I hope that's an April Fool's joke, Rob. Fingers crossed.
United 1202, Squawk More Charlie.
They're certainly not on yet, but...
Squawk More Charlie, United 1202.
Shannon Control, Shamrock 1 Tango back.
Shamrock 1 Tango Victor, Shannon, go ahead.
I forgot it was April 1st. Yeah, I did too until you said that, and I'm like, maybe I should remind myself what the date is.
What you want us to do after that.
Shamrock 1 Tango Victor, there's no problem. You can continue flight level 350 as your oceanic level. There's no other traffic around you, so you should be okay. And you can just proceed then on your routing.
No worries, we'll proceed on routing for Shamrock 1 Tango.
Yeah, Shannon, Delta 514 with a question.
Good.
Yeah, did I hear you just say that if you don't get clearance because NatTrack's still having issues, so just go ahead and proceed on?
Yep, that's what we've been doing. We're just, we have you separated at levels at the moment. 340 is fine for you, and just continue on the route that you have filed.
Alright, that works for us. Delta 514, thanks.
Shannon, Shamrock 7 Charlie, level 310.
So that's kind of what I figured, and that has happened in the past with Cross the Pond, where the oceanic clearance was overwhelmed, and when they were still doing it by voice, I remember one year where there was like 6 different frequencies, and it wasn't even clear which frequency you were supposed to be getting yours from, and people kept going to the wrong one to get theirs, and they were just overwhelmed, and they were backed up, and folks weren't getting their oceanic clearance until 5 minutes before they were entering, and then later on it was like 5 minutes after they entered, and then later on they just said, hey, if you get to your entry point, you don't have your oceanic clearance, don't go into a hole, don't turn around, don't panic, don't do anything unusual, just keep going. It's just a sim limitation. BVA, they got you good, huh? Yeah, April 1st, man. Fools abound, man. There was one born every minute, as they say. But yeah, so this isn't the first time I will have heard an event go, well, okay, clearance isn't working like the way we want it to work, but don't do anything dumb, just keep going, just keep flying your route, you're good. Suspend disbelief for just a moment, keep flying your route. So that's like I said, kind of not unexpected, and that's for our purposes, that's the right way to go. That's, you know, keep it moving. All right, guys. Well, I had said we were gonna stay with you. I'll tell you what, we'll stay with you until we get crossed over into Oceanic. We'll make our cell cal check. Found you on VATScope, says Braden. Yep. So we'll get crossed over into Oceanic. We'll see how our cell cal check works. I'll remind myself what mine is.
Overhead Dogal, contact Shamrock at 1T1.
Papa Quebec, Charlie Kilo. And so once we do that cell cal check,
we're just having a few issues with NatTrack. We managed to submit clearance, but it keeps going down.
We'll demonstrate that for you, and then we'll kind of probably shut the stream down. We'll find somebody else to stream it, and we'll probably raid cross if he's still broadcasting. We'll raid cross or somebody else that's broadcasting their stream, and then right now I think we're going to stick with 4 p.m. Eastern time, which is 2000 Zulu time to restart the stream. That should give us enough time to brief our descent, our star into New York, and our arrival. We'll get you an update on our fuel situation at that point. And then brief our star and our approach into Candidate. So we'll hang with you just for a few more minutes here as we as we come up on our oceanic entry point here. $80 miles from Mallet. What is SalCal? Braden says so. SalCal. So in the real world, when you go from domestic air traffic control to oceanic air traffic control, you're switching from a VHF radio to an HF radio. So right now we're in the band of 118 megahertz up to 136 megahertz. You're going to switch to a radio that has much longer range, but it's also very staticky. So it's very tiring to listen to the entire time, and because it's not radar control anyway, or this is back in the day. It's not radar control anyway, so the control movements they need you to make, they don't always need that instant compliance like they do in a terminal environment. So instead of making you listen to static for 6 hours at a time, they have this paging system. And I don't know if you've ever worked or know somebody who's worked as a volunteer firefighter, Braden, but it kind of works the same way as like your fire dispatch in a lot of counties, where you have a series of tones that goes off before each call that goes out, and that series of tones identifies the responding units that need to be listening up for that call. So it kind of sets off an alarm in those fire stations, and in some places sets off an alarm, opens up the PA channel in the building and starts opening the garage doors, and then comes the call afterwards that gives them the information that they're being dispatched to. So that series of tones that comes over the channel is basically a selective calling system. So we have the same thing in HF radios. They set off a set of tones that makes your cockpit go ping ping or some sound, and then that lets you know that the call that's coming next is for you. So it's kind of the same thing. So when we switch over to Oceanic, we're going to do a test. They assigned in our cross-the-pond booking a specific code so that we're not duplicating. So they assigned us Papa Quebec Kilo Charlie, Charlie Kilo rather. Matter of fact, if we go to our CTP booking page, we can show you where that is. Go to our dashboard. So Delta 514, departure, arrival 340, and this is our SoCal Papa Quebec Charlie Kilo. So when we logged on, connected via vPilot, we had to put that in. And so we will give a check with the controller that they are able to page us that way. We'll make sure that that's working. And as soon as we acknowledge that that's been received, we can actually put the headphones down and walk away, as long as we are still able to hear that SoCal ping if they need to reach us. Rob says, oh, they got me good. I was messaging like 7 people. Yeah, man, poor Rob. As soon as they said, Cross the Pond, as soon as they said months ago, hey, we've announced the date for Cross the Pond, it's going to be April 1st, I was like, oh, here we go. We'll try Nat Track one more time. Yeah, in New England, we're pretty cheeky, says Fireheart Macbeth. Yeah, well, the internet at large, I was expecting some April 1st shenanigans. Oh, the headwinds are up to over 100 now. So what's that doing to our... So our ETA has now slid back 6 minutes. And our estimated fuel has dropped from 13 to 12.6. And our ETA has slid back 10 minutes. So the story of the day is going to be this headwind, guys. That's going to be the deal.
Over to Shenrik Radio 131.65.
2165 is the handoff that the aircraft ahead just got. I'm going to prepare myself for that. Just be ahead of the game. .2165 preset. Rob says I'm arriving at JFK at 21:45. Well, we're going to be side by side as of right now, but I have a feeling my ETA is going to slip back, and I'm going to end up behind that time. Kitty Monster is here. All right, so 2165. I'm just going to double check and see if that is indeed the frequency that we think we're going to get also. I didn't happen to catch the call sign of the aircraft ahead that was given that, but let's just see. If he has in his 8 is 2165. I don't even see it.
And Shannon, Mercedes 2, flight level 400.
Mercedes 2, Shannon, hello, identified.
Oh, maybe 3165.
Shannon, 2, phone call to block RTTL, flight level 450 and flight level 600.
Super 2, Shannon, hello, identified.
K through S. 380 plus. Okay, so that might not be us, in fact. So 31. But let's see if we can predict which one we're going to get. $31.55.
Shannon also 105 is back
Doesn't
after
say.
reconnecting. Flight level 230.
So if SH is
Delta 105,
Shanwick High,
you are with
I'm wondering
Shannon
if
127 decimal
Shanwick
125.
Low, 31.75.
Okay, 127, 125.
I'm gonna guess that's gonna be us, 31.75, but that I don't know that for sure. So we'll see. We'll see what happens.
JetBlue 77 overhead, Mallet contact Shanwick 131 decimal 750. Goodbye.
Alright, so we're just about 50 miles from Mallet now. I guess it's a good thing I didn't put in that time because it slid back quite a ways. I don't remember what I put into the form or what I tried to put into the form. But,
JetBlue 77 overhead, Mallet contact Shanwick 131 decimal 750. Radar service terminates. Goodbye.
oh, I didn't have traffic on. Did I get airborne on time? Yeah, I got airborne within 2 minutes of my calculated takeoff time.
Overhead, Dogal contact Shanwick 131 decimal 750. Radar service terminates. Goodbye.
Okay, over Dogal, contact Shanwick 131 decimal 750. American 73. Goodbye.
Silver Arrow 1 Papa overhead, Mallet contact Shanwick 131 decimal 750. Goodbye.
So, Malo, contact 131 thank you, Vivasive 1 Papa.
What is Cross Hyperu watching?
Lufthansa 430 Alpha, monitor Unicom, bye-bye.
Unicom Lufthansa 430 Alpha, bye-bye.
United 1202, contact Shanwick 131 decimal 650. Radar service terminated. Good day.
13165, United 1202.
He's at 35. I'm at 34. He's at 36. He's at 36. He's at 34. Yeah, we're doing pretty good here separation-wise. Any F-16s in that mess? I wasn't really looking, Kenny. Gibbo, Ireland. Says, hey, Slant in chat. Is it time to panic? Well, you know what we say.
Sheriff, this is no time to panic. This is the perfect time to panic.
CBW says their first inbound is over Nova Scotia, so Boston better get on soon. I have a feeling they are on their game. They're probably in their briefing right now.
Shannon, hello again, Delta 105. We need further climb, currently up to flight level 300. Delta 105, Shannon, hello, identified.
Yeah, they'll log on when they need to. Yeah, I have no doubt, Nash. How's it going? Across the pond day. Jet Pilot Cinnamon is here.
Mike, what day is it, Mike?
Walker 3375, overhead Mallet, contact Shanwick 131.750, radar service terminates, goodbye.
Okay, so that was from
Mallet,
Walker.
contacting 131.775, have a great afternoon, Walker 3275.
That was the one right in front of me, so we should be getting that handoff real soon.
Shanghai, Austrian 64, flight level 340. Austrian 64, Shannon, hello, identified.
Oh, that ETA keeps slipping back, and that remaining fuel keeps slipping down, man. That's going to be the story of the day. It's going to be this headwind. 117 knots right now.
We would request flight level 340. We're going to have trouble making it up this heavy.
Delta 45, 340 is unavailable. Can you descend to flight level 350, will that work?
We can do 350. Thanks, Delta 45 heavy.
Delta 45 under descend, flight level 350, let me know how you get.
Yeah, a few of you guys were kind of taken in by that email from Boston saying they were backing out of the event.
Seabird 2, no further HET, monitor Unicom, bye-bye.
Unicom, Seabird 2.
Delta 514, overhead Mallet, contact Shanwick 131.750, radar service terminate, bye-bye.
Alright, over Mallet 3175 for Delta 514, we'll see it.
Yeah.
Alright, guys. Go ahead and switch over. New York must have loved it. I hope they knew.
American 723, stand by for SoCal.
Alright, let's see if we can check in with Shanwick.
Hamster 127, contact Gander on 131.875. Hamster 127, Gander on 131.875. Schönen Tag noch.
Turn my radio volume up on my headset here. They're coming through real quiet.
Jet277, Shanwick radio, hello, it is be identified at level 340. Shanwick radio reference 22, level 320. FR22, Shanwick. Shanwick, hello, this is Jet2 register, check, Charlie Mike. Delta Jet 221, second, circle. Delta Sierra Charlie Mike.
Delta 219 over to Circle Cap.
Delta 219, pass the circle.
Hotel Quebec, Bravo Delta.
Jet 1477, Shanwick radio, hello, it is identified flight level 340, mark destination. Radio Delta 23, Cloud 20, request sound call check on Delta Sierra for short kilo. Second, circle. Check on Quebec Romeo Bravo. SoCal was Delta Sierra for short kilo from Delta 236. Delta 236, Roger, stand by for circle.
Shanwick Control, Transport 3173, with you to flight level 340.
Messing with the levels, guys, to make the radios just a little bit
identified, flight level 340, mark destination.
more legible here.
Shanwick radio 2, Gander next.
Hopefully that sound balance is a little bit better for you guys.
Go to 3, Shanwick radio, hello, flight level 360, mark decimal 74, stand by for circle check. Shanwick, check it before SoCal check. United 64, pass the circle. Julius Kilo, Charlie Lima. SoCal received.
Shamrock 115, no call check.
Yeah, these
115, pass the circle.
oceanic frequencies are real busy.
Shamrock 115, again, the circle.
Alpha Kilo Delta Golf, Shamrock 115.
Standard radio, hello, November Sierra X-ray 1, request help for deck 1. Quebec Romeo Bravo Hotel. Say again, just circle. Quebec Romeo Bravo Hotel. Say again, Quebec Bravo Romeo and then Quebec Romeo Bravo Hotel.
Lista 7 необходимо ссылка received. Quebec Radio, workout 3375 past Ballot at 1524 Zulu, request echo check, Bravo, Foxtrot, Foxtrot, Mike.
Workout 3375, Shanwick, hello, flight level 350, Mark decimal 85, stand by for circle.
And Everett 22, request echo check.
Circle received, workout 3375, thanks.
Shanwick at 153, would you look at Joe Gal, level 340?
Shamrock 100, circle call.
Shamrock Radio Delta 514 overhead Mowat 340.
340,
Yes.
request circle check, Foxtrot, Golf, Alpha Charlie. Blocked.
Shanwick Radio, walker 1521, flight level 360.
Okay, 151, Shanwick, hello, flight level 360, Mark decimal 85, stand by for circle.
Shanwick, okay,
To the Foxtrot, Shanwick, hello, stand by for circle.
Circle received, walker 1521. Should be done
We might just forego this, guys. It sounds like there's just he's got too many tracks and too many levels to manage.
Lufthansa 908 Mike, Shanwick. The 908 Mike, over 30 West, contact Gander on 131.650.
Come on, read it back so we can move on with our lives. Okay, guys. Yep, it's just going to be too much chaos. I'm not going to bother. I'm going to I'm going to park myself by the frequency and just wait for him to call. So I'm going to go ahead and release you guys for now. I will continue to try to check in with him as if the radio ever gets a little bit calmer. I'll check in with him. But for right now, I'm just going to monitor the chaos. I'm going to switch you guys over to one of our other streamers that is streaming the event today. We're going to send you over to Cross Hyperu. Cross Hyperu is also flying across the pond today. He took off from Dublin just before us. He's actually going to Boston. So he's just a little bit ahead of us on one track north of us. He's flying the 737, but he's flying it in the business jet configuration. So we'll send you over to Cross Hyperu, and hope that you guys enjoy his stream. Guys, I would expect to be back here at 4 p.m. U.S. Eastern Time, 2000 Zulu time, 4 p.m. We can see that our ETA has slid back from 2130 to 2147. I expect that's only going to get worse with this headwind. Right now, the FMC is still predicting 12,000 pounds. I bet you it's going to decrease, and hopefully we'll still have enough fuel to make Kennedy. We'll have to see what happens, guys, with this headwind. But in the meantime, I'm not going to make you listen to this mass chaos on this frequency. We're going to go ahead and cut you loose here. So hope that you enjoyed Cross Hyperu's stream in the meantime. And we will be back with you 4 p.m. U.S. Eastern Time, 2000 Zulu time. And that should give us enough time to prep for our descent, our star, and then our approach and landing into JFK. All right. Well, thanks very much for flying along with us. Sorry for that very, very sloppy departure, but, you know, things happen. It's cross the pond day. You don't expect everything to go perfectly, and most 99 out of 100 things that went wrong today were pilot error, so we're kind of lucky we got out of there unscathed. But anyway, good to go, and we'll see you back here 4 p.m. Eastern Time, so just about 4.5 hours from now. And so enjoy, guys. Enjoy Cross Hyperoo stream. Do some surfing around and support all the streamers that are flying the event today. And we will talk to you then in just a few hours. Then we'll see you at 4. If anything changes with the time back on stream, I will let you know. So if the headwinds are so bad that we think we want to push that back to a 4:30 reconnect time, I'll let you know. Stay close to the Twitter or the Discord or the Facebook, and I'll update you as I am able to. But for right now, we'll plan on 4 p.m. U.S. Eastern Time to reconvene here. Guys, enjoy the event. In the meantime, happy Cross the Pond Day, and we'll talk to you in a few hours. Take care.
Careful.